Hello, good morning. Good morning. So I want to talk to you today about this manifestation, creating your reality bit, and why you're not getting the results that you desire if you're not. So what happens is when we start on this path, we learn to set intentions, we learn to visualize our future. And while we might have some successes, we only will create what it is that we want in our life based on how we feel about ourselves, right? Based on our current self image. And so, you can set intention, you can visualize, you can say affirmations affirming how beautiful and brilliant and intelligent you are. However, if you're not actually addressing, the parts of you that you don't like, then they're lingering in the background always, right? And so you can sit there and say, oh my God, I'm so amazing, I'm so intelligent. And there's this part of you that's going, no, you're dumb, you're not amazing at all, right? And and so we are never going to get rid of those parts, right? The part that's dumb, the part that's not amazing. However, what we can do is we can love those parts. We can own, love, and integrate those parts. Now, it's a little bit of a process, super, super simple, but sometimes not easy, right? Because we've got to find, how these parts are actually really a brilliant strategy and have served us so well in the past. And so a couple of questions will help bring that information from the subconscious to the conscious mind for you. And so as we start to change how we feel about ourselves, because once we've owned, loved, and integrated the dumb, then we're more free to be the intelligent version of ourselves. Okay. Because whatever we don't own owns us and is controlling our life in the background. And quite often we don't even know it. And every now and then we'll say something dumb and we'll be like, oh my God, I don't even know why I said that. Right. This is a disowned part coming out. Or we'll be nasty and mean and we'll be like, God, I don't even know where that came from. So you're never going to get rid of these parts, right? The key to transforming your self-image and the key to transforming these parts is to own them, is to love them, and to integrate them, right? They're trying to come home and they're going to keep screaming to you, screaming at you, and until they are welcomed back home, right? The journey of becoming whole, right? The journey of becoming unbound, limitless is through owning, loving, and integrating these parts. And so once you can do that, then your self-image changes, right? What you're worth, what you truly believe you're worth changes, because you can sit there consciously and go, no, I'm worth this and I'm worth that and I should be this and should be that. But if you've got programs in your subconscious mind and your subconscious mind is millions of times more powerful than your conscious mind, then what's going to overrule, right? Your subconscious mind's going to win every time. Okay. And so as we love these parts, own these parts, the light and the dark, right? We want to love it all. Then our self image changes. And then what we attract changes because we're now a different frequency. We're now a greater version of ourself, a more expanded version of ourself. And so, our entire reality changes. Our reality is a direct manifestation of our internal reality, right? So what's going on in our external, in our experience, is a direct reflection of what we believe subconsciously below the surface, what we're programmed to attract, what we're programmed to repeat based on our childhood, based on our 13 generations of ancestral emotional stuff that's been passed down to us. And it's not about cursing that or blaming our situation for our childhood or for our family. It's about understanding that, okay, well, this is where I am, this is what I've been dealt, and what am I going to do with that? Right? What am I going to do with that? It's up to me to transform my life. It's up to me to step up to the plate and become the greatest version of myself that I can possibly become. And we're so bound by these limitations, by our past experiences, by our past patterns, that we can't even see what's available to us half the time, right? You have no idea what is possible for you. There is so much more available to you than that's far beyond your current reality. However, to get there, it's not about sitting there and affirming how kind and loving and intelligent and amazing you are. It's about going in and really loving the stuff that you don't love. That's when you transform. That's when you transform. That's when you have a really beautiful, deep, healthy respect for yourself. So the universe is only going to give you what you feel worthy of. And again, it's at a subconscious level. So if you look in your life and see that it's not how you want it to be, then there's an issue there, right? We've got to go in and we've got to have a look at what's going on for you below the surface. So I've got one spot available currently for one-on-one coaching. If you'd like it, if you'd like to apply, reach out, DM me, comment below this post, and I'll send you some information. You can sit there in meditation, you can do your conscious, mindset work for months, years even, and hope that you hit that note that is the perfect thing that unravels a bunch of stuff for you. Or we can shortcut it and we can go directly in and, in a matter of 12 weeks, you have a completely different life, completely different outlook on yourself. So if you'd like coaching, let me know, be quick. I've only got one spot available at the moment. And thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again real soon.